Should this game exist? I'm not convinced it should, and I know that's a bold claim. After all, what am I doing playing this game if I think it's bad? I don't think it's a bad game. It's a good example of the kind of game it is, but the problem is, what kind of game is it? This is an SLG, it's a simulated life game. But I can't help but wonder, why are people out there simulating life? I play this game, I play other games not too different from this. I'm one to talk, right? But at the same time, I can't help thinking, what is it about our society that makes games like this so attractive? Even to people like me. People who have things going on in their life. I have a full-time job. I have an actual family. What's so attractive about this? Escapism is an easy thing to talk about, but it doesn't come across as very convincing. As an explanation, really all you're saying when you say a game is escapism is, well, I play the game to escape from reality, but you can do that with lots of things. You can do that with Dominion or any other modern board game. Classic board games. You can do that with any video game, any TV or movie. Escapism is one thing, but this feels different somehow, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this isn't inherently worse somehow than, I don't know, Stardew Valley out there simulating a life. But it does feel different. And it has to do with the structure of the game, I think. In this one, there's not thinking and planning and effort exactly. Everything comes very easily. You tap the screen and things happen. You tap the screen, you get a girlfriend. You tap the screen, you get children. You get green-skinned goblin girl with a Hayago face. You know, it's not a lot of effort there, and relationships are effort. Okay, going on adventures is effort. Doing the right thing by people who are struggling is effort. It's difficult, and you make mistakes, and you lose people who are important, and you lose things that are important. It is a process of winning and losing. It is a process of making gradual progress sometimes. This feels like not so much a realistic but simplified and escapist version of that kind of struggle and that kind of existence as it does a candy version of that existence. A simple world where things are actually too simple. A world where there isn't really struggle. The characters might experience it, but you certainly don't. And therefore, you can't role play into that character because you're not experiencing any struggle at all. No struggle to learn the controls, no struggle to make difficult, weighty decisions, no struggling with an emotionally complex story. This is a simple story of a person who goes to another world, and then everything's basically perfect. Effort pays off immediately or very soon. The character gains power quickly and easily. The character gains companionship quickly and easily. I do like escapism. But this feels too escapist somehow. What kind of escapism should we be indulging in when we do indulge in escapism? That's a good question. I don't actually know. And when I think about the games I play a lot, I really love that when they shut down, I truly, truly miss them. They are not usually just empty escapist fluff like this. Captor Clash is shutting down, or has already by the time you see this, potentially. That was a fighting game. You had to learn how to play it. The Girl Cafe Gun shut down. It was an action combat title with strong emotional appeal. Rangers of Oblivion shut down. Deep World shut down. These are games of skill and crafting and thoughtful engagement in another world. This is engagement in another world, yes, but it is escapist and it is mindless. It's like the isekais that it comes from. So in the end, no, I don't think a game like this really ought to exist in a healthy society. And that's the thing, isn't it? We don't live in a healthy society. We live in a deeply troubled society with disconnection and male and female and everybody, non-binary people, loneliness, everybody gets lonely because we have a society that's disconnected and structurally bad for companionship. And at some level, that's about capitalism. And games like this take away the pain a little bit, but they don't give anything back. Another game I really like, an SLG, that is more like those other games I said earlier that shut down, but this one is fortunately still running, is Promise of Ling Yun, and I want to make a video about that one. But that one is something that, every night for a little while, pretty much every night, I can escape into a world of love and beauty and power and just deep emotional connection. And it's wonderful in a way that this one is not. It feels substantial in a way that this does not. It feels like a good use of my time in a way that this does not. Since I recorded the beginning of this, I've removed this game. And I remove a lot of games, I download a lot of games. That doesn't mean much. I've deleted games that were good, that I liked, because I had other things to do. but I don't think I'll bring this one back. It doesn't feel healthy to me to play something like this. As I said earlier, it just feels too escapist. And it just doesn't feel like a good use of my time. So yeah, that's it. I don't think a healthy society would produce a game like this, and possibly a healthy society wouldn't produce SLGs at all, but I'm not sure. I play tabletop role-playing games too, and that's a social experience. So I think the more the SLG kind of title is a social experience, the better it is. So I have a whole other video I'm thinking about the way Promise of Lingyun does that, because that's amazing. But anyway, I'll call it for this video. If you've got this far, thank you for listening, and take care. And, I hope you find some meaning in your life. If you want to have more, it's out there. Have a good one.